Give me your take on the reinstatement of Compton's police. They've been disbanded for 8 years. What has been the impact on the community, and will be the impact on the community if reinstated? I'm coming from a perspective of a new Compton resident who has done more research on it than actually lived it, and so my comment on reinstating the Compton police versus the sheriff's department, just understanding the history that it was actually, to my understanding, the move of the main corrupt police officer, which was the police chief, to disband the Compton police and put the sheriff's department in. And so based on some research that I've done, it was basically like his final bang. He was going to go out with a bang, and so he pulled some sly moves and basically said, if I'm not here, if I'm going to be taken out like that, then I'm going to disband the whole police department. So actually a lot of the original police officers that were Compton PD still stayed around with the transition of leadership or the transition of departments. Honestly, when it comes to Los Angeles police and just a lot of the police forces, I feel like that it's a fraternal organization that follows the same rules and the same ways of being, and so I really don't have hope for both. I see the way that the police have such a heavy presence in the community, and their presence is simply harassing people. I take the Blue Line to work every day, which is at a point where, where I take the Blue Line, Compton is pretty much faced with, a lot of, I guess, the stereotypes that Compton is given. And, the police are constantly harassing the people around the train station, and, I see pullovers all the time, and they're always exaggerated, and, there is no presence. There's no I should say there's no good presence in Compton by police officers. Number 2. Do you see a change in the crime rate since the sheriff department has taken over? Do you know or remember what the crime rate was like before Compton's police were disbanded? I think that, of course, I've only been here for a year, so I can't tell you about the transition, but as far as, the crime rate shifting because of the difference in leadership, I don't believe so. I believe that because of the spotlight that Compton had, they just learned to cover it up more. If anything is changing, it's because of policies that are actually causing gentrification, which is the kicking out of the original communities that were here, the poor communities, by investing in the communities, basically building property. I saw a documentary the other day where a Compton resident was talking about how their home, originally you could buy a home here for $80,000, and now you can't buy anything less than $350,000. And so the reason that Compton is changing is because corporations have taken an interest in it, and leadership is allowing business to come in here. I believe the only European market was started here in Compton a few months ago, and actually Prince William came down here. So it's just, we're going to see Compton change, and it's not because of the police.